You guys ready? I'm ready. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Your boy got a haircut. Woo! Fresh. Mm. I had an important meeting today, so I wanted to look presentable for it. Also, I wanted to get a haircut for Vegas. I forgot what I was doing. You got me all flustered. I think I'm comfy.
Blackthorn, can I ask a favour?
Out with it.
It's for Mid.
This my last chance to say I'm otherwise engaged. Spare myself the arseache. Go on then. What is it this time?
She said you would know. Here.
Well, I don't know what the hell you'd want this for, but I can make it. Won't be easy, though. And I'll need help. Get Gavin Otto in here, will you?
All right.
So Mid's roped us all in here again, hasn't she? Typical. Still, if that's what it takes to get her to visit Sid's grave, I'll do what I can.
And, what is it we need to do, exactly?
Take a look at this. It's this plating. The usual sword grade steel won't work. We need something that can get very hot, very fast, and still keep its shape. That means an alloy. Something that won't break or buckle at the temperatures she's talking about. Which is where you lot come in. I need materials, and I've got my work cut out already. You'll have to fetch them. Now, there's a special kind of sand I'm after that you can only find out in the Valcroy. Stardust, they call it. As for the rest of the stuff, my usual supply should have it in stock. It just needs buying and bringing back here.
Well, we'll get it done quicker if we split up. One of us should probably give you an hand coat in the sand.
And the other can go and get the rest from this supplier.
Right then.
Well, make your minds up who's going where, we can get this over with.
Up to you who you take to the desert. I mean, Gav's good in a fight, but you don't have my winning personality.
Ah, don't listen to him. You'll be in the lowest of low company with either of us.
You going after the Stardust then, are you? Which one of these two lucky souls is going with you?
Who we take? Are we taking Otto or Gav? I lean Gav because he's our boy. Oh, Dennis is Otto. Implied? This doesn't work! I need someone else to vote. What time is it? Nope. Fetch is just getting off work. So she's probably gone. Now we're gonna sit here until someone else votes. I said what I said. We'll go with Gav. My vote was Gav, so technically.
Gav, you're with me.
All right then. So, where do we find this Stardust stuff?
There's a river that runs through the southern reaches of the Velcroy. It's the black sand that washes up on its banks that you're after.
Southern reaches of the Velcro.
He did lose an eye for us.
That's down past Dalamil. I'll go and scout the place out. See about hiring us a wagon to bring the stuff back to.
All right. I'll meet you by the river.
While you're off having a paddle, I'll pick up the rest of this stuff from Blackthorn's supply. Take care.
You two, eh? Don't go letting them fleece ya.
Fleece me? I like to see him try.
In your own time.
Sounds like this river we're looking for is south of the Dalamil Inn. I'll hire us a wagon and meet you there.
I'll get us a good price. Is that one?
Well, that's not fair. Otto does, the back end work. Otto's there doing the paperwork and the organizing and the fetching and stuff. Oh, wait. Wait. Who has a quest?
We're seeing troops amassing at every border crossing.
Fancy a look at the list, do you? It was luck, and luck alone. But now, thank you. Anything catch your eye?
That is correct.
Good day to you.
It's all but spent. The crystals we got from the temple.
We are to dig a new cellar.
Ah, Clive. Your timing is exquisite, as always. I have a concern which you may be able to assist me with.
Go on.
There are whisperings afoot of shadowy figures having been sighted outside the village. Rustlings in the undergrowth, suspicious noises. My people fear that they are being watched. It may be no more than a surfeit of nerves, understandable in the current climate, or It may be the prelude to something altogether more dangerous. Given what I hope you'll forgive me calling your nose for trouble, I wondered if you might investigate.
Of course.
Excellent. You might begin by speaking with the good citizens of Lostwing. Listen to their tales, and make what you will of them.
All right. I will. Right. Let's see what the people of the village have to say. I better find out if this is just nerves, or something we need to take more seriously.
Of course, they're like all over.
You alright, Sid? Something on your mind?
There is actually. Can I ask you something? Quentin tells me people have mentioned shadowy figures.
Oh, that. No, I heard the rumours, mind, from the lads working over at the vineyard, but...
All right.
The crystals we get from the Taylor Walk.
Do you have a moment? There's talk of suspicious figures in the woods. Have you seen anything out of the ordinary?
No, but I've heard something.
Where was this?
In Lorbert's Pass. Was out foraging for herbs when I heard. Ran back here as quick as my legs would
I see. Seems Lorbert's Pass is our best bet then. What do you say, Torgal? Shall we go and investigate?
We sure will.
You there.
Fuck! He's seen us. Get them before they escape.
Black Shields. Here.
What the hell are you doing here? What is it to you? Not that we give a damn. All that matters to us is that you don't leave here alive.
Why were they here? Are they planning an attack on Lostwing? I need to warn Quentin.
Good day to you.
Good day to you.
The crystals we get from the Taylor.
Are we headed to the new cellar?
Clive, how goes the hunt for our sinister figures?
I found some black shields hiding near Lorbert's Pass. They're gone now.
Black shields. the Empress's former bloodhounds, though they serve another master now. One who means to root out and destroy both me and those I care for. And it would appear the pack has finally caught the scent of its prey. Damn it all. I had hoped I would have more time than this. More time to prepare. But if we are cornered, we have no choice but to bite back. And bite back we shall.
I'm sorry. You're going to need to explain. Who did the Black Shield serve now? And why would that person want you dead?
Because I want him dead.
Who?
The former Lord Chief Justice of Sanbreque. All that I have built here is for him.
I don't understand. Why him? Why Lostwing?
I suppose it is better that you know the truth.
Yeah, bitch.
I was a member of the judiciary once. So sickened was I by the injustice of this world, I swore to fight it. And fight it I did, in my own small way. I saw more than a few corrupt officials condemned to the very cells into which they had thrown blameless innocents. Men to whom the law was but a scourge to turn against the powerless. And throughout, it was the Lord Chief Justice who backed me, who was my one true ally in the quest to see justice done.
So what changed?
I discovered that he hunted bearers for sport. I was a fool to think he shared my hatred of venality and vice. His support for me was no more than a facade, a means of ridding himself of his rivals, a mask to hide the rot beneath. I filed suit against him immediately. His response, however, was rather more visceral. He had my entire family slaughtered, and he faced no punishment whatsoever. I lost everything. My loved ones, my livelihood, my position, the faith I had once held that any modicum of justice might be achieved through the courts. So I set about enacting my own. I tracked down every soul who served him, and slit their throats myself. But the man himself proved an altogether more difficult target. With money and power come protection. And so I saw that I would need an army of my own. I came here to Lostwing and began recruiting like-minded individuals.
And everyone here knows this is why you do what you do.
Of course. They too have lost loved ones to the bearer hunts. Seen faultless friends sent to the gallows to spare the guilty. All under the watchful eye of the Lord Chief Justice. Our wounds are the same. And our cause is the same. We are comrades. And our revenge is already in motion. We know where he hides, how numerous and well-trained his guard. What we did not know until now, however, was that his plans may already be in motion too.
Quentin.
Our time is short. He may move against us at any moment, unless we move against him first. My friends and comrades, it begins. Make ready for war.
Quentin's a badass.
I'm not going to change his mind.
All right. I got my laundry in today. Good job, me. Yeah, you told me. Good job, you. I'm proud of you, Dana.
Take a sniff, good sir.
Now there'll be no one to man the shop. Gone, just like that. And without so much as a by your leave.
What's the matter?
It's
Mine
my
is just in the
apprentice.
washer and dryer.
He up and vanished while my back was turned. I'd go and look for him myself, but I've got a bakery to run. A bakery that's now short one pair of hands. Loath though I am to rely on the kindness of strangers, I'm at a loss. Please, will you see if you can find him?
I'll see what I can do. Do you know where he might have gone?
I wouldn't be surprised if he was off somewhere mooning at Drake's Fang. He used to work there, you see. Poor fool left his heart in its hollow.
All right. Then that's where I'll start.
Use your loaf! Oh, you know what we're gonna do? Right, okay, I see. Nope. Hey, Levi. We're about to get some fighting on. I've already gotten too lazy.
Good girl. Thanks, girl.
Ow! I've expressed my immense disappointment in this game's lack of Chocobo music. Oh, this guy's about to die! Oh.
My blade yet hungers in some wine. Come, let us feast on your flesh.
Your feasting days are over. Slow.
Bitch.
I break your blood! Slow. I needed that.
Help me, boy. I'll snap you like a twig.
Oh, fuck.
To me, boy. Too slow. That hurt, Torgal.
I needed that. Let's try. Nice try.
Oh, come on.
To me, boy. I breathe your blood! I'll snap you like a twig!
Nice try.
Oh.
Thanks, boy.
That hurt, Torgal. Help me, boy. Too slow. To me, Flames! You're a fine hound.
slow. To me, boy.
Woo! Woo! I was gonna get that one. Oh.
Those who kill for sport deserve no better.
I did. Your boy's looking fresh. Looking fresh for his debut in Vegas. I had a meeting today also, you know. That's what actually spurred my motivation to get it done, but I wanted to get a haircut before Vegas anyway.
Excuse me.
What do you want?
The baker sent me to find you.
I am a sorry, selfish sod, aren't I? Certainly not a baker. Master must have ruled the day he took me in. Time was the sight of the Fang used to calm my nerves. But now look at her.
I take it you missed the Mother Crystal.
I hated her, but she was all I knew. Worked her minds for
To be fair, I didn't send anyone a selfie.
And when she shattered, part of me shattered with her. I had to trade my pickaxe for a rolling pin, but I'm no good at baking. Every loaf I touch collapses. My bread's as hollow as I am. She was the only thing that could fill the hole inside me. Oh, I loved her, damn it. But now she's gone. She's never coming back.
Here,
what am I supposed
here's
to
what I'll do for you,
ask her?
Levi.
How does a shell of a man learn to live again?
Perhaps you could express yourself in your work. If you missed the Fang, maybe you could recapture it somehow.
Recapture it?
My work fit.
I'm a baker, not a... You know, you might just be right. What a fool I've been! I have to get back to the bakery right away. Thank you. Thank you, my friend. You've opened my eyes.
Wait. Suppose you won't be needing an escort then.
Work fit for Levi. You mean bouncy? Or bouncy? Bounce, 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 bounce. There you go. Everyone needs a friend like Levi. Look at that whole ass meal of a man. Oh my god. Woo! Make me feel good. Get you a friend that will fucking hype you up.
Take a sniff, good sir.
Ah, there you are. The man who lit a fire under my wayward apprentice. Though I worry you might have stoked the flames a little too high. He damn near ran me down trying to get to my oven.
Master, it's ready. Behold the Drake's Balm. A truly unique creation.
I dare say it is.
Just look at it. A perfect likeness of the Fang herself. Her steepled peaks, her fulsome spurs, her inviting hollow. True, my loaves collapse more often than not, but
Drake's
what's
bum.
the Fang without her crater? Why?
You
no
both have
Fang
a
at
friend
all.
in me, and you know it.
And look, inside. She's filled to bursting with a bounty of beautiful crystals. Salt crystals! Master, I have found my purpose. I must use my work here to preserve the memory of the Fang.
Well, if it tastes half as unique as it looks, I'd certainly say you're onto something. Not only is my apprentice back, but he's finally pulling his weight. With any luck, I might even have a new delicacy on my hands. I don't know how you did it, but you have my thanks.
Ah.
Now, Dusan, I know you...
I don't know.
King, but do you have to use the good sword?
Would make a fine gift.
Looks like I found the river. Where's Gav? Let's go. Fly, Ambrosia.
Not what I wanted. There's only one dog that matters, and that's Torgal.
There was a time this path was guarded day and night by Kupka's men. But now they've gone. Back to the Fang. Leaving us lesser mortals at the mercy of whatever bloodthirsty beasts they say nested beyond.
Okay. Ow!
You're finished. Too slow.
Ow!
Help me, boy. Nice try. I can't go on. I died.
I didn't have any healing items. I forgot to buy more. It's not my fault.
The finest fabric.
Now, Dusan, I know you're keen.
Oh, where did all the money go?
No, I didn't. I didn't die. There's no proof.
No, I'm telling you. Anything I can interest you in? Go with
Alright, I
Gilbert.
died, so it just refills automatically. Just to shame me even harder.
Silver platters.
Now, Dusan,
Oh fuck! Is that what I did wrong, Muffins? Muffins has this idea that he wants to pitch at me. I keep ignoring him. Guys, I'm a jerky McJerkface. You're not a professional, but you stayed at Best Western once? Uh-oh. No, I didn't like that one. I'm gonna have to actually spend some time looking for a better one. That's very funny, Levi. You are a funny, funny man, Levi. Dirt. We're gonna go this way. We went the other end. Let's see what this way has. Oh, I got them all! Yep, they have bombs.
Arise! Awaken! Nice try.
Good boy, didn't fuck around that time.
I needed that.
Ow! Fuck!
Better already. Nice try. Too slow. Nice try. That's better. Too slow. Give me thunder! Nice try. There's a good way.
Was that it? That was not worth it.
Time to fight.
Here comes death number 2. Fucking feel it.
Waken wins! Too slow.
That worked. Fair assessment. I made comments about that last time I played. That's also a fair assessment. Well, and here's the thing. Wrong button. So, I have 4 different sets of summons. I did unlock Titan, but Titan just is mediocre, if you ask me. Or I'm just comfortable with what I got already. This fucking...
This must have been a fishing village before everyone left.
Finding 25 git is like almost insulting at this point. I love Jello cake. Good Jello cake. Fucking slaps.
All right.
can make a jello cake. Oh, I can't go swimming. Oh, there's a big bad over here. I already know it. Calling it now. Ah! Get fucked! Stop, dude!
Nice try.
Alright, I believe I'm over half. I might be just past the 2/3 mark, or even possibly 3/4.
The most fragrant now, Dusan, I know you're keen, but do you have...
Oh, where did all the men go?
Lights and pots!
So, with each like major
Good day,
plot
my lord.
point, there's like 2 side quests. So it's not overbearing in the side quests.
An excellent choice. My thanks.
But otherwise the game is pretty linear.
Fare you well.
I started 13. I did not like 13. Was not a fan of it. Which means I didn't play 13.2 or 13.3.
Silver platters, made from the stoutest stoneware.
The
Now,
juiciest meat from
Dusan,
Greece.
I know you're...
It would make a fine.
So for example though, this is the world map. And each world map area has its own open areas that you can travel. So there is open world to it, but really it's kind of like a linear open world. In some ways, yeah.
Sorry to keep you, Gav.
Yeah, it's not
Better late
terrible.
than never. I've had a quick scout about.
It does have
and
some
I
points
reckon
that
round here's our
really
best
drag
bet if we
on.
want to grab as much of this Stardust stuff as we can. Don't know what Blackthorn's planning to do with it though. I asked over in Dalamil and they seem to think it was worthless. But if Stardust is what Blackthorn wants, Stardust is what he'll get. There's plenty of this stuff lying about just begging to be bagged.
Then let's get bagging, shall we?
We shall. Race ya.
Alright, we'll try to get together tomorrow, muffins. Sleep well. Love you. Bye. My biggest thing about this that I really enjoy is it giving me kaiju fights in my
So this is Stardust.
Final Fantasy game, which I never knew I
Just
needed
looks like
until
Black
this
Sand
one.
to me.
Yeah, all in all, I am quite pleased with it. I don't even hate any of the characters, really. I might talk shit about them, but I talk shit about most games' characters. Like I said, my complaint would be involved with the
That
pacing.
should be enough for now. Let's see how Gav's getting on.
You finished? How much did you get?
Enough. I hope.
Oh, you win. That might even be enough for old Blackthorn. Hey, before we go, do you mind if we have a chat?
I used to have a chair.
Feels like ages since we had the chance to talk. You know, man to man like.
It does, doesn't it?
Back when you first took Sid's name, we were talking all the time. Working out what to do in that.
There was a lot to work out.
And there still is. Those shoulders of yours starting to feel the strain. Hardly ever see you around the hideaway nowadays. Always on some errand or other. You can take a day off, you know.
Well, says the man who spends most of his time behind enemy lines.
Only 'cause you keep sending me there.
I know I can count on you, Gav.
Likewise. So you keep sending me wherever you need to, and I'll keep going. Safe in the knowledge that I have a home to come back to. Thanks to you. Right. That's enough soppy shite for one day. We'd better get this lot back to Blackthorn before he slings his hammer at someone.
You go on ahead. And try to get some rest once you're there.
Oh, I plan to. Believe you me. After Blackthorn gets what he needs, of course.
Right. Ready to go home, boy?
Alright, what do we got? You mean the dog I shot when I first saw him?
Blackthorn. Got everything you need?
Yeah. Yeah, I do. Cheers for the Stardust. Should be enough to be getting on with.
We should go out on maneuvers together more often. You're beat sneaking around on your tud all the time.
I'll make a start on putting this thermal plating together then. It'll take some time, mind. So if you've got other things to be getting on with, I could do without you breathing down my neck.
Thank you, Blackthorn. I'll let
Dog
Mick know
meat is a
construction's
fucking
underway.
blessing. Boom. Those are some valuables that we got.
Suppose we'd better be getting back to work too.
Give us a shout if you need anything.
New Vegas was fantastic, but done by a completely different company. That was an Obsidian title, which did fantastic with it. Which did Outer Worlds or whatever.
Well, don't just stand there gawping. Go on then.
Yeah, 1 and 2 though were completely different types of games. So you know.
Is that all?
Back, are ya? Not saying Fornian, do you?
That weapon blows. Okay. Don't have one of those.
hand.
Not worth getting.
We're seeing troops amassing at every border crossing.
No surprises there. It was the same after Drake's breath.
Oh, hey.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back so soon. Kuka. But when I close my eyes... Only I don't know how. I wish you were here. Your benefactors are a generous lot. All yours. Best of luck out there, Sid.
Fuck that guy. He was hard. Oh, we got our first S1. It's fucking terrifying.
With something soon.
You'll be pleased to hear that Blackthorn's started work on the plating.
Excellent. 1 down, 2 to go.
So, what's next?
The helm, of course. For this, we'll be repurposing fallen scrap.
Salvage from the ruins? I thought that material was all but impossible to work.
Ah, but we don't have to.
I'm sorry.
Just so happens there's one particular ruin that's broken into exactly the right shape and size pieces for what we need. What's the name back there? I'll give you all the details.
What's her name? Right.
Oh, Sid, is this about the helm?
Yes. Mid said I should speak with you.
I'll show you the plans then. Here you see the Mithril engine, in which Mithril is burned to generate heat. That heat is then harnessed to produce motive force. Excess heat is dealt with by means of the thermal displacement stack, which disperses it into the surrounding air. Now, were we to rely on thermal plating alone to achieve this effect, the rate of excess heat buildup would far exceed the displacement coefficient of the plating. In other words, the reactor would overheat and eventually explode. This is where the helm comes in. It connects to the plating, you see, and serves as a sort of thermal sink to absorb all that excess energy. Our experiments have shown that fallen ceramics are remarkably thermophilic. They can withstand and absorb levels of heat far above anything we are able to make today. And not only that, they're also waterproof and immune to rust, making them the perfect material for our protective hood. Why, if sea or rainwater were to enter the reactor proper, it would vaporize instantly. The forces produced would tear the ship from stern to...
You can stop there. I understand. Mid said we might be able to use parts of a fallen ruin. Where would I find it?
Ah, yes. It's in Lorbert's Pass, near Lostwing. The thing is, well, I probably should have arranged to have the pieces we need brought here sooner. You see, a certain unwanted visitor has taken up residence there. It's no longer a matter of just walking in and taking them. It's, going to be considerably more dangerous than that.
I see.
Okay, who do we gotta kill?
Then I suppose I'd better deal with this unwanted visitor for you. Would that help?
Oh, very much. Thank you, Sid. I'll gather my team and head there right away. We'll meet you outside the ruins.
I'll be taking you all to a storehouse in the Bales. Leave anything you don't need behind.
Oh, what the fuck?
You know what you have to do. That his lordship's vultures should be found circling the village can mean only one thing. That he means to strike at us, before we can strike at him. There is no time to lose. The final stage of our plan must be put into motion.
If you're ready, we leave at once.
I can't help it. I have to grab the shiny. I forget that they are really low level. My instincts was to fucking hammer.
Oh, there you are, Sid. Thanks so much for coming. The, ruins are just over there, as is the creature I told you about, I'd imagine. Would you mind?
Of course. I'll be right back.
Oh, 100%. There's a trap. There's a monster there.
Anybody home?
Oh, there's one of these?
Be our unwanted visitor. Time to go. Nice try. Nice try. Too slow. The things I do for you, Mid.
Sid! Oh, thank goodness you're safe.
You shouldn't have any trouble now.
Indeed. Well, don't let us keep you. We'll, see that everything is transported safely back to the hideaway.
All right. I'll let Mid know you're on your way.
Eye of the Warrior. Chris. All right.
We're seeing troops amassing at every border.
Oh no. We're gonna go see Sid's grave and Bishop's not here.
If I don't come up with something soon.
Mid. Eleanor has recovered the material for the helm. She'll be along shortly.
Excellent. Another job well done.
And just one remaining.
Right. Right, the shielding. This one's a bit of a bugger.
How so?
The plating's enough to stop the engines going pop, but those things will still be spitting out enough fire to set the rest of the ship ablaze. Which is why you need proper shielding. A prism for the dragon's breath that's blazing away inside. I thought a triple thick layer of tempered steel might do it. Or more of the stuff that the Fallen use, but they'd both be too heavy. The helm and the plating are bulky enough as it is. Add any more weight and the whole ship would be at the bottom of the briny before we'd even started. I need something light. But I've racked my brains and I just can't think what would do it.
Well, if I were in need of obscure knowledge, I know whose counsel I would seek. Harpocrates.
Tomes? Yeah, well, I'd thought of that, obviously. I've got all the details written down here. Can you take this to him, see what he makes of it?
Right away.
The ship is 100% not going to fly. We're too far in the game for them to give us a flying ship.
Oh, her ship lies still in
Harpocrates, do you have the moment?
For you, Clive? Always.
Well, actually, it's for mid this time. Could you take a look at this?
Shielding for a mithril engine. Whatever will that girl think of next? What are these notes around the edges?
She has some specific requirements for the materials. The shielding needs to be able to resist extreme heat on the inside, and yet remain cool enough on the outside not to set the ship alight, while also being light enough not to sink it. As you can imagine, she's struggling to find anything that meets her needs.
I see.
I wondered if you might know of a solution, or if you might be able to search the records for one.
Perhaps it is not a different material she requires, but a different approach.
What do you mean?
Consider the lake we have made our home. Its blighted waters eat away far more quickly than fresh water or even brine, at timber and steel alike. And yet, we have made a home here from those very materials nonetheless.
We have. But Bardolph must varnish every board twice over to keep it from rotting. And Obelus complains that without a constant supply of pitch. I see.
Early Gregorian histories speak of a preparation known as moondew. It is said to be able to resist even the most ferocious flames. Before the dragoons tamed the worms and wyverns of the realm, nobles would daub their castle walls with it in order to guard against dragonfire.
So if we could recreate it...
It might be applied to some material or other in order to provide the protection it requires. As to how best to apply it and to what material, perhaps Bardolph and Obelus might be of assistance. I shall speak to them and see what wisdom they might have to offer. If you would be so kind as to procure the necessary ingredients, I shall discuss the specifics of how it might be most effectively put to use with our two friends. The knowledge of the past may yet prove useful to we of the modern era.
Thank you, Harpocrates. And since you're asking others to help you, perhaps I should too.
So you need a hand, do you?
We do. I'll be heading to market for the ingredients we need. I could do with some help. And some company, too.
The other can assist me in researching how best to prepare the shielding itself.
Can we count on your aid?
Always. Well, if Jill's game.
Thank you.
I am sure either of these fine young minds would prove indispensable in my research. I leave the decision as to who will go with whom
in your capable hands, Clive.
You know who we're taking.
So, Clive, have you made your decision? Who will accompany you on your little excursion?
Y'all don't get a vote.
So then, what do we need to find?
I have taken the liberty of preparing a list. Here.
White chocobo eggs. Pepio nuts. Are you sure this list is right? Everything on here seems very edible. I would have thought the ingredients would be a little more exotic.
Though these items may seem mundane, they have potent effects that are rarely exploited, effects for which they were once highly prized. So much so, in fact, that they were harvested almost to extinction, hence moon dews having fallen from favor. Now, of course, they can be obtained with ease. You should be able to find everything you need at the market in Northreach.
Is that so? I've been meaning to visit Northreach anyway. I'll set out now. Join me there when you're ready.
I will. Until then.
You two enjoy yourselves.
You too, Talia.
Fucking. I just got an email for work. Or more bullshit. One. Yep, we have 2 mother crystals left.
Now, where's Jill?
And what can I do for you? Come back again.
Keep them pilchers nice and chilled. I won't have you spoiling another.
Are those Pepio nuts?
How goes the hunt for ingredients?
I've only just started. I'm sure everything we need is somewhere amongst all these stalls, though. Why don't we split up and see? We'll take a couple of ingredients each.
All right. What am I looking for?
How about you look for the Pepio nuts and some garlic? I'll find the other things we need. We can meet by the gate when we're finished.
Up! You'll not find a bruised pippin. Fresh cuts! Come and get them before...
Any friend of the innkeeper is a friend of mine. Ah, yes. Keep fighting the good fight.
How the hell is anyone supposed...
What do you want?
Wow, fuck you.
If that's what you want.
That's everything. Let's see how Jill's getting on. There's talk.
Did you find everything?
I did. Here.
garlic, and pepio nuts. Perfect. Now all that remains is for Harpocrates to somehow turn all this into what Mid needs to keep her engine cool. But before we head back, would you walk with me a while? Thank you for asking me to help you today. It makes a nice change.
It does. It's good to get away from all the battle and bloodshed for once. Just being here reminds me of when we were children. Do you remember? Walking down Market Street in Rosalith, taking in the sights and smells.
How could I forget? What with Torgal's antics. Remember how his nose would prick up at the scent of sausages? He'd go racing away and we'd have to go running after him. We wouldn't catch you now, would we, boy?
Was there anything you wanted to buy for yourself while we're here?
There was, yes. Well, sort of. Molly in the kitchens told me about a place that sells particularly good pies. Thought you might like to share one with me.
Oh, Gav interrupt
would.
again. Hey, guys.
And I saw some bread. Big white cobs like the baker back in Rosalith used to make. What do you think? I thought we might get some soup to dip it in. But then I tried a slice of the butcher's dry-cured ham and it was just... oh,
You all right?
sorry. It's just... you're right. I really do feel like a child again being here with you.
They're so cute.
Clive,
Too bad my girlfriend's turning into a statue.
No, Jill. This is how life should be. And it's how our lives will be when our work is finally done. When we can live on our own terms.
I hope so.
Do it. Do it. Do it.
Thank you, Clive.
Do it. Do it. Do it.
War!
Well, I suppose we best be getting back. I need to give these ingredients to Harpocrates and Talia. I'll see you at the hideaway.
Take care.
I will. You too.
I wonder how Harpocrates is getting on with the moon dew.
Oh, I'm a little tired.
How's work on the shielding progressing, Harpocrates?
Well, very well indeed. And thanks in no small part to your kind assistance. I was just explaining to Talia how we might best go about preparing the moon dew. And now that we have all the ingredients, we may begin.
You can count on me. I've mixed more than a few mysterious concoctions in my time.
I'm sure you have. What about the shielding itself?
Work is underway. under the watchful eyes of Bardolph and Obolus.
Apparently, it'll be ready soon.
Thank you. All of you.
Right then. Jill, would you join me in the infirmary? Many hands make light work and all that.
Of course.
What is this, Letterkenny?
Oh, and Clive, thank you. It was nice just being with you.
It appears our work here is almost at an end. A shame. I was enjoying playing the man of action for once. When both the shielding and the Moondew are ready, it will merely be a matter of applying the one to the other. Followed by a rigorous process of testing and retesting, of course. Perhaps someone ought to warn young Mid of that.
Leave it to me. Thank you, Hippocrates. Well, I'd better go and give Mid the good news then.
Oh.
Thanks to Sid.
Yeah, I will kick your ass, Doc. Don't be an asshole. Sorry, I'm focusing on the cat more than I'm focused on running.
We're seeing troops amassing at every...
Ain't so bad stretching your legs once in a while.
I admit, I am kind of disjointed from this story.
I think Mid might need some
These
help.
filler parts just make me want to get through it. Some of it is important, but...
Sorry to keep you waiting, Mid. But you'll be pleased to know that work on the shielding is underway.
You found something for it?
In a manner of speaking, Hippocrates knew of a substance that's highly resistant to heat. A coating that should provide the protection you need. He's supervising the construction and testing of the shielding as we speak.
Brilliant! I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Don't thank me. I'm just the errand boy.
Right then, better start working out how to bolt all these bits together. To the Black Hammer!
You know, when I got into the smithing game, I thought I'd be making swords and shields, not thermal bleeding didgeridoo-dahs.
Displacement stacks.
Same difference. Whatever you call it, I ain't putting it together in here. It's cramped enough as it is. Let's take this outside. Mid, you get all the parts lined up on the deck. I'll take care of the rest.
On my way!
Oh, and bring me the biggest hammer you can find. This is gonna require some precision walloping.
Walloping! Sometime later.
It's finished! It's finally finished!
Fuck for that. I'll be feeling my hammer arm for weeks.
Thank you, Clive, Blackthorn, everyone. That's one down and just 3 more to go.
I'm sorry.
Oh, didn't I tell you? The Enterprise has 4 mithril engines, and we'll be needing a displacement stack for each.
You don't mean...
Don't worry. Now they've got a finished one to work off, my gang in Canva can build the rest.
Good luck to them, I say. Right, I'm off to get a sling for this elbow. Any other work comes in, keep it to yourselves, eh?
What's the matter?
Nothing. Just daydreaming.
About that, eh?
Thinking about the Enterprise sailing off over the horizon to shores unknown. Searching for a land untouched by the Blight. Just like me and my dad planned. So if the worst came to the worst and every scrap of soil in the Twins turned black, we might still have a chance. That's what she was meant to be. You see, one last chance just in case we needed it. But now she's so close to being finished, I've realized I don't want her to be that. I don't want her to be just a lifeboat for us to cling to if things get desperate. I want people to sail aboard her by choice, not from the lack of it. In a world where we're not just trying to survive, but where we can actually live.
I'm working on that. And I'll do everything I can to get you what you want.
Don't you always? All right. My mind's made up. As soon as the Enterprise is fit to sail, I'm putting her under your command. Sod our plans, I'm trusting in yours.
Are you sure about this?
Something tells me it's what my dad would have wanted.
He'd be proud of you.
You were gonna visit his grave, weren't you?
I was. And you can come too now that your little project is finished.
Right. There's just one thing I need to finish up first. Won't be a mo.
All right. I'll let Otto know you're coming. Meet us in the mess when you're ready.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Ned told me she was building a ship.
Really? That's a ship.
He cracked the crystal too.
Trouble with the ledgers. Shouldn't he be asking Otto for help? What could be wrong with Torgor? He seemed well enough when I last saw him.
Hold on, I want to look at the trophies real quick. Oh my god, there's so many. Oh my god.
Hopefully it's nothing. But I should speak to Blackthorn just in case.
Alright.
Blackthorn.
Not really, no.
This won't take long. I just wanted to ask how you're getting on. And you might still be doubting your craft. Even after learning the trick of that cuirass. Perhaps sharing your thoughts might help.
That bastard's like a dog with a bone. Still, you've got a keen eye, I'll give him that. He's just, well... Karen showed me something.
And that was?
A sword. An odd-looking thing, but the metal itself wasn't anything to write home about, but fuck me. The edge on it. You could slice a man clean in two with a weapon like that, and he'd be halfway home before he even realized he'd been cut.
So that's what's troubling you?
Nah. Not troubling me exactly. More distracting. Can't stop thinking, how do you get an edge that sharp? It's driving me mad.
And if you knew how to do it, we could arm the curse breakers with even better blades.
That's about the size of it, yeah.
I'll see what I can find out. Sharper swords are always welcome. And we can't have our master blacksmith being distracted.
You're a soft touch, you know that. But I can't say I'm not grateful for it. Good luck, eh?
Thank you.
What did you read it as, Dana?
Let's see what Karen knows about... You think something's wrong with Torgal?
So you can read. But I didn't say I were wrong with him. I said something weren't right. He's not been... He used to love cracking the bones from Molly's boiled brown. Didn't like him. Which is why you've not been working him too hard, have you?
No harder than usual. Is that it, boy? Do you need a rest?
What was it you said he was? A frost wolf?
That's what the lawsman seems to think.
Then maybe this all has something to do with whatever it is that's woken inside him.
I suppose things have been different since Rosa. Perhaps Hippocrates knows something.
Instead of everything, you mean?
You're looking well, Karen.
What do you want?
I want to know about the sword you showed Blackthorn.
Running around after him again, are you?
I suppose I am, yes.
Oh.
But I need to help him find out how to work an edge like that.
Little wonder, I suppose. There's not many like that make it as far as the twins, and those which made it nice and easy for...
Can you tell me who bought it? Where is it now?
You think I tell people who my clients are? Suppose you're not likely to go nicking him off me. Fine. If you stop mooning at me like... Lord Ignac's the man you want. Delmechian bloke. Collects weapons, and he's got more money than sense, which is why he's one of mine. Reckon he'll still be at the inn in Dalamil, where I left him.
Thank you, Karen.
Oh. And he's... a touch...
I appreciate the warning. Lawsman, I need to ask you about Torgal.
He isn't ill, is he?
I don't think so. But according, she says he's hardly been touching his bones of late, and she
I rather think she might be right. All canids are instinctively inclined to crack open bones, and I see no reason why a frost wolf should be any different. Accordingly, if we assume that his newfound... It may well be that the Bones Lady Karen is accustomed. Frost wolves, after all, habitually prey upon far larger animals, whose bones may yield as to where one might find a suitable substitute. Some antelopes that graze the meadows of eastern Rosaria have been known to grow to a size more than double that of their lesser cousins.
I don't recall ever seeing any that large.
And little wonder. The oldest and largest such creatures rarely leave the safety of the highlands for fear of predators. The last elder antelope sighting I recall hearing about took place near Cressida, and that was long before the village was abandoned.
Even so.
Good hunting, Clive.
Is that the thing Tom's helped?
Mid told me she was building a ship.
Clive.
That's why I'm here.
Shh. Otto, maybe listen.
Is this better?
A little. Listen. I've some bad news, and it's maybe my fault. But I swear to the goddess, sadly, that square turned out to be more of a... I can straighten it out, I swear, but it's gonna take some time, and I'm gonna need help keeping it from Otto.
Bit late for that, I'd say.
There you are! What a surprise!
So let me get this straight. You forget to pay our lenders what they're due, and instead of coming straight to me, you get Clive to come to you. And I hope he'll dig you out of the hole you've dug for yourself. Clive, the man in charge of the place you've been cheerfully trying to bankrupt. And you thought this was a cunning plan. Why? Well, who needs paying?
Oh, just Martha. And the dame. And, well, Lady Karen. But only 500 talents.
We owe 3 of our most trusted friends 5 million gil.
Each. 5 million. Each. They lent us the bulk of the money we used to rebuild the hideaway, you see, and, well, I must have made some sort of oversight.
Those ledgers were my responsibility, and it was my decision to entrust them to you. This is my fault.
Do we have that much to hand? I can always ask my uncle.
No, we don't. And no, you won't. We've lightened Lord Rosfield's purse enough. After the king's ransom we had off him, he deserves better than to see our begging bowl. Besides, we'll need to learn to stand on our own if we're gonna make this work.
All right. But that doesn't mean you have to shoulder the burden yourself. Is there anything I can do to help?
There might be. How'd you fancy taking these to Martha and the dame?
Rocks.
Rocks, he says. Worth 1,000 talents apiece, these are.
A little something Sid and I set aside for when times got lean. And I reckon 15 million in overdue debt probably qualifies. I just hope our associates' eyes are a bit more discerning than yours.
I'm sure there will be.
Should be me making the rounds, really. But you know how it is with this place. Orders to bark, arses to wipe, and all that.
I know. Which is why I don't mind going in your place.
Go. Do you know why I only gave Master Clive here 2 star rubies?
Because you'd rather Lady Karen killed me.
Because I'd rather Lady Karen killed you. Yes.
Well, I suppose this is goodbye then.
Don't worry. I'm sure Karen will understand.
Really? Do you think so?
No.
No. I don't.
Oh my god. How many side quests are there still?
Sid, reckon you might...
Let's hear it.
Well, it's a lovely bit of kit, it is. But problem is, it won't always... Which is why I've been looking for something to fill...
I imagine Ty.
Proper job.
So what exactly do you need for this film?
Nothing but bomb ash'll do. Says gave me a sample she'd obtained. You pour the blackest blight water through it, and it comes out. So, I did a bit of reading about, and do you know what I found out? It's only the blimmin' bones of a bomb king. They leave them behind when they die.
I take it that's where I come in.
I saw a billet on the hunt board for one just the other day. Would have gone myself, but, well...
All right.
Thank you, Coin.
The Crook and Sandbreak. Okay. Oh man, Levi. I'm sorry. The Crook and Sandbreak. Hi, Ty. I don't think it's there. It's this area. forgot. Sandbreak. Where's the crook? That's why I can't find it. It's in this part that I didn't uncover yet. Right above the ball sack.
There's talk.
See the dame, since we're in the area.
Did you hear? The gates to heaven.
I want to see you again.
What am I going to do without Sweetwater and Olive Talc?
Milady, I come bearing gifts.
Gifts? Whatever is the occasion. Oh my. Clive, you really have outdone yourself.
Otto asked me to give it to you. To settle the Hideaway's debt with the Veil. And to compensate you for the time it took us to do so.
You disappoint me, Clive. I thought you might finally be warming to me. Tell Otto he can keep his baubles. I tried to tell him as much the first time around. The man owes me nothing, nor does the Hideaway. My contribution to the restoration effort was made freely and willingly. It was the least I could do.
You once told me Sid did you a kindness. I'd like to do the same. Please, accept it. For my sake. And for Otto's. For all of us. For all you've done.
It is rather fetching, isn't it? Very well. Otto is lucky to have you, Clive. I doubt anything could ever replace his son. But you and the others at the Hideaway are the closest thing he has to family.
Otto had a son.
Long ago, yes. Sid told me Otto lost him when he was just a boy, and blamed himself for not being able to stop it. I don't know how it happened, whether there was anything he could have done, but it was clear that it weighed heavily on him.
I didn't know.
How could you have? I doubt anyone did. Besides Sid, I've never met a man more keen to bear his sorrows in stoic silence. An ill habit,
given that both have always been surrounded by friends desperate to help them.
I'm beginning to see that.
Okay. Fuck their couch. Well, that was a potion. Okay. I think you're delightful. Hi. Thanks for coming by and being here. You mind? Bomb King, B rank.
Your Majesty.
Fucking lay down. Yeah. Boom. Level.
Your reign is over. Now to collect the ash. This looks like the stuff. Let's see if there's any more.
Hugs are always allowed. I would give any one of you a hug.
That should do it. If the wine needs more than this, he can fetch it himself.
It's fine. If you don't want a hug, you don't have to have one. I'm just saying I would give any one of you a hug.
Clive, we weren't expecting you.
I wasn't expecting to be here, but it seems we still owe you a considerable amount of coin for your help with our rebuilding efforts. And though I doubt it's what you were expecting, we were hoping you'd take this as payment.
A star ruby? I can't accept this. It's worth at least twice what you owe me. More if you can find yourself the right buyer.
Think of the difference as interest.
Interest? If word got out I charged that much, no one would ever borrow from me again. Anyway, why are you the one here asking me about this? I'd have expected Otto. A bit much sending the Lord Marquis out to settle your debts, isn't it? The old goat working himself to death again?
Something like that. Most days I think he's the only reason the hideaway's still standing.
Same as always, eh? Back when the place was nothing but a twinkle in the eye of a recently retired Lord Commander, word is he was the first one Sid reached out to. Probably knew that without his strong arm and level head, the idea would never get off the ground. Sid may have been the face of the hideaway, but Otto's always been the backbone. And when Sid passed away, we were all worried that would be the end of it. That Otto would just give up.
His death was hard on everyone. But it must have hit Otto hardest of all.
But he didn't give up, did he? Quite the opposite, in fact. If I recall, he was the one who nominated you as Sid's replacement, and rallied the rest around you. I reckon what he saw in Sid, he saw in you too. And don't we all? Doesn't hurt that you're half as stubborn and twice as handsome, neither. That, and you keep good company.
I suppose I do. Goat will want to know the stones were delivered. If he's still with us.
Okay.
Fly, Ambrosia.
certainly quiet. If I were a giant antelope, it would seem like just the place. I doubt we'll find one bigger than that. You hungry, Torgal?
Waken, Gwyn! Kill!
There you go.
Now, will it be enough, I wonder? I say that answers my question. Which means we owe the lawsmen our thanks. You're just a big puppy, aren't you? A very big puppy.
Torgal got a bone to pick.
You do know you can take that with you, Torgal. Lady Karen will be relieved to hear you've got your appetite back. Come on, boy. You all right, boy? People take notice of wealthy men. Shouldn't be too hard to track down Karen's collector.
The St. Drake's fang is
Back again, are you?
Oh, Mother Crystal,
Any more
gone.
trouble and you'll be barred for life.
What are we gonna do?
My reputation will be ruined! Ruined!
Calm yourself, Lord Ignac, I beg of you, before you do yourself a mischief.
Pardon the intrusion, but...
Out! Get out! I paid for these rooms so I wouldn't be disturbed. Leave me be!
Please, allow me to apologize. His lordship is going through a difficult time, and he's never been fond of guests arriving unannounced.
Radim! Get rid of the filthy oaf this instant!
Very good, Lord Ignac. Would you mind stepping outside for a moment?
I'm sorry if I've caused you any trouble.
That? Oh, no. That's just how his lordship is. Though the morning's events have left him somewhat fractious. He has been dispossessed of his luggage, you see. The thieves also made away with a considerable amount of coin. Coin the innkeeper will soon be keen to collect.
I don't suppose a certain blade was among the stolen items. A single-edged sword. It was purchased from a merchant friend of mine.
Ah, you know Lady Karen. Yes, I'm afraid it was.
Then I'll retrieve Lord Ignac's luggage. But I have one condition.
You have but to state it. You are welcome to anything that is within my power to grant.
I want an audience with Lord Ignac. A few minutes should be enough. Then I'll be on my way.
A condition I would be a fool to refuse. Of course, you shall have your audience.
I don't suppose you saw where the thieves went.
I did not, no. Though some discreet inquiries made on his lordship's behalf mean that I know where you might find them. The bandit's bed. Every ill-gotten coin in Dalimil is said to pass through that disreputable corner of the Valcroy.
And that's where I'm heading.
I shall...
That will be very kind.
Farewell.
Ambrosia won't help me here.
Ready, go?
I have a great love for Binding of Isaac. Great love for the games. Scorpions will pop up now. Or no. Oh no. Instinctively I hit the R3 button.
We've got company! Come on, lads, let's tear the bastard's head off!
Ow!
You're finished!
Okay.
This must be Ignac's luggage. Nothing seems to be damaged. All right. Let's get it back to Dalamel.
I hear I have you to thank for the return of my effects. What shall I call you, my good man?
Wyvern. Glad to make your acquaintance.
A formidable name indeed. Well, Wyvern, I appear to be in your debt. Redeem here tells me you wished for an audience. Is that all?
A few moments of your time should suffice, yes.
You're a peculiar fellow, Wyvern. All right. Speak.
Master Wyvern was wondering if you could tell him about a certain single-edged sword you recently acquired.
Oh, a true work of art, that one. Karen drove me hard on the price, but I would have sold her Radim here to get my hands on that sword. It was made in the Outer Isles, far beyond the Twins, and is used exclusively by the practitioners of a unique school of swordsmanship. They believe no combat should ever exceed a single strike, and hone their blades to such perfection that none ever does. Each sword is made for that one perfect stroke, and for that stroke only. They crack upon a second blow. There's a brutal sort of beauty to it, really.
But how do they hone such an edge?
Fine question. Why, they use a whetstone, of course. Whetstones, rather. A whole array of them, ranging from the coarse to the fine. 10,000 licks with the sharpening stone, then 10,000 more. But it is the final stone which lends the blade its legendary sharpness. A mineral quite foreign to this great realm of ours. And that is the key. The secret ingredient. Wyvern, it occurs to me that my little lecture is hardly equal to services rendered. Take this, together with my regards. The very stone of which I spoke, far rarer among collectors than even the blade itself, and a far more fitting payment.
Thank you.
Pardon the intrusion, my lordship. However, it is long past time we prepared ourselves to depart.
So it is. I am locked in bitter competition with a rival collector of curiosities. I am one step ahead of the unscrupulous scoundrel, but he is hard at my heels.
Are there many other collectors out there?
Too many to count, but only one do I consider my nemesis. Lord Byron Rosfield. And is a perennial thorn in my side.
I can imagine.
Farewell, Wyvern. May our paths cross again. Radim, we mustn't dawdle.
I think his lordship is rather taken with you, Master Wyvern. Thank you again for your assistance. Coming, my lordship. I'll be right there.
Trust Uncle Byron to find such an interesting rival. Now, let's see what Blackthorn makes of this whetstone, shall we?
Alright, I think we need to just go back to the hideaway. And that's when where we're going to end. We're going to wrap up these side quests. Tee up to our main quest. And then we're done.
I noticed you and Torgal had gone off somewhere. So, Molly's leftovers weren't good enough, eh? That'll teach me for treating you like you're still a pup. All right, no need to shout. Now we know what you're after, I can see about getting some in.
Speaking of which,
I know.
Can I? A nice
I could
that.
ignore the side quest, let's be honest.
In
But
return, you can thank Tomes for me.
I was just on my way to see him.
this bitch first.
Sorry for the wait, but hopefully you'll agree with...
You learned something about us.
I did better than that.
Whetstone.
Yes. But not one you'll find anywhere in Valisthea.
No wonder I couldn't get the same finish
Good
on
night,
the grinding
JC.
wheel. One hit and all done, eh? Might not be so bad if all you ever fought were duels. Good luck on the battlefield. Your second opponent would be your last, no matter how good you were.
Even so, is there some way it could be used to give the Curse Breakers an edge?
I think so, yeah. With this whetstone and the right kind of steel, I could probably even make a twin of the blade that rattled me. But there'd be no replacing this little rock once I worn it down to a sliver. I reckon we get a dozen swords from it, if that. Swords that the Curse Breakers wouldn't know how to wield properly, and that would see them through a single fire piece. Nah, no point trying to copy that thing. Be about as much use as a wax anvil. But finishing our blades with a whetstone this fine, now that's something to consider. And what's finer than fallen masonry, eh? Or more hard-wearing, for that matter. Just imagine it. Good Valisthean steel with an edge. I won't make a copy, nah.
I'm sure the Curse Breakers just...
Don't you worry about me, Sunshine. I've been working day and night since I was half your age. And Hey, I owe you one. August 2.
You'll be happy to hear you said that.
And I'll see that my debt to you's paid. First new blade I make. You come and find me when you've got them.
Right?
Yeah. Fuck off. Blackthorn. I'm busy. Excalibur design? Yeah, I know he is.
Back, are ya? What's that for you, dear?
I don't know where to find that. I don't know where to find that. I don't know where to find that!
And?
We cracked the crystal too.
Ah, Clive. Were you able to locate your quarry?
We were indeed, Lawsman. You pointed us in exactly the right direction. And Torgal's been a
very good.
Lady Karen sends her thanks, by the way.
Ah. But that, do you recall our conversation concerning
About how she somehow woke
Precisely that. A reasonable conclusion, I thought. The Fenrir of legend served Shiva and Shiva alone, and while the powers attributed to him are certainly impressive, the records imply they are somewhat different in nature.
What are you suggesting?
That Torgal may be the beneficiary of more than one Icon's power. Consider that in addition to Lady Jill, he has served as a loyal companion to... In short, the Icons hitherto near at hand, or should I say at paw, and that number has only grown as the realm's dominance have fallen to your sword. One can but speculate as to how all of this is
He has seemed more...
And if I am not mistaken, he will grow fiercer still. We are fortunate indeed to be...
Don't. That's not worth it. I mean, it's cool, but not worth it.
Mid told me she was building a ship.
Goat. So Lady Karen accepted...
Ah, about that. But she was just too stubborn to take. She threw it right back in my face, in fact, and told me I could stick my stupid stone where the sun don't shine.
Karen refused payment.
I hope it wasn't something I said.
I'm sure you were as tactful as ever.
Oh, wonderful. I hope you have better luck than I did.
I'll go back to talk to her.
I think Mid might need some help.
All right there, Sid? How's that hunt for the...
I have it here.
That's the stuff. And plenty of it. You're a gent. Right then.
Bo. Sometime later.
There we have it. The Telemon the...
Very impressive.
Says the man who cut down a burning boulder.
There's no need.
Don't be...
Yes, give me my
Why
reward.
don't you let me take a look at that bag of yours? The one you keep your potions in.
What?
Well, we happen to have isolated a substance in our test. Thought we might use it to breathe new life into old boots and the like. Saved our pa. I reckon if we slap a bit on your bag, it'll loosen.
Well,
that's the spirit.
More potion.
Well,
it certainly feels...
Right?
Thank you.
No. Thank you. And I'm telling you.
Yes. Six, 4, 3, and 3. Not only did I get a more potent. Now I can have more.
Wish I could take one of our birds for you.
Lady Karen, Goad tells me you weren't happy with, but you prefer the debt was repaid in coin.
What debt? I don't recall lending any of you lot me hard-earned gil. I may have tossed a talent or two in the Hideaway's coffers, but those were donations. And you can hardly call it charity if you go asking for it back.
Of course not. But one good turn deserves. Surely you wouldn't shun the gratitude of a pauper who happened to have become a prince.
Oh, so you're a prince now, are you? Fine. But I'm selling it and taking what I'm owed, then you're getting the rest whether you like it or not. Where'd you even get this? A decent trader might nab 1,000 talents for a star ruby. A canny one, meanwhile, might claim it were nicked from the belt of Sid the Outlaw himself and ask twice as much. Might be I already have a buyer in mind. Might be you even know her. A fine continental maid whose beauty's only eclipsed by a guile in commerce. You wouldn't mind, would you?
Not at all. Just be sure to tell her that it's always a pleasure doing business.
Okay, side quests done.
I hear you ended up delivering all 3 stones. Thanks to this lump. I sometimes wonder what I pay you.
Speaking of which, I still haven't been paid last month's wages.
Oh, so you remember what's owed to you then? Get your ass behind that disc of yours and don't get up before those ledgers are square.
Right away.
I've seen that before.
Yeah. It was the only goblet Sid ever used. Either out of habit, or because the
I knew so little about him.
Like most people.
Martha and the Dame both seem to have fond memory. How long did you know Sid?
Before he died. 20 summers, give or take. Back in the day, I was a purser on a trade ship. He bought passage to... forget where. But having nothing better to do on the long night, we set up drinking island rum till the morning bell dragged me back to my duties. Quit my post not long after that. On account of making a fine maiden's belly fat. But me and Sid stayed close. That was... before fate stepped in and said she was having none of it. The magic woke inside my son soon after his first name day, and there was no hiding his knack.
Couldn't you and your family have?
My family were the ones who summoned the constable, wanted the monster taken away. I couldn't turn my back on him, forget what I felt, and I couldn't for the life of me understand how they could. Luckily, Sid was of the same mind as me. It was him who stood beside me when all I wanted was to tear the whole world down. Him who cried for me when I had no tears left of my own. Him who swore he'd do everything he could. And he was true to his word, too. Left the Royal Army once and for all. His ranks, his ribbons, gone. Just like that. Threw away everything he had. All to right a wrong that no one else had the courage to fight. I knew then I'd He was always too clever for his own good, was Sid. Saw the world for what it really was, while the rest of us were content to go along with the lie we were shown. And it can't have been easy, bearing that burden alone. But he didn't let it stop him. He never lost faith in what he believed was right. And that gave us faith in him. Faith he'd steer us true. So I swore to myself that I'd always be right behind him, ready to catch the stubborn sod, if ever he should fall. But I couldn't even do that. Ignore me. Just the ramblings of a tired old man. Leave that lot. I'll tidy it up in a bit.
This is Sid's handwriting. Dear Otto.
I may be drunk, but I wanted you to know this place would be fucked without you. I love you, you grumpy old sod.
This note.
What about it?
Sid was right. Without you, we'd all be lost.
He should have bloody well said so then. Just once. Before he went. But then, why would he? Him, or anyone? I'd only have told him to piss off. You're wrong, though. Both of you. It was never just me keeping the hideaway afloat. It was all of us. I just shoved people in the right direction. I barely seem to be able to do that anymore.
Would you rather go at the helm?
Well, maybe I've got a few more years left in me.
I'm going to hold you to that, Otto.
Before you go, Sid would have wanted you to have this.
But that's...
This'll do me just fine. Thanks for the ray of sunshine. I'll see if I can't pay you back.
Already have.
So never once watched the song. Oh, Sid.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back so soon.
Give me
Your
my
benefactors are a generous lot. You earned this.
Damn straight I did.
Best of luck out there, Sid.
We did it. The journal's empty. move on. Fuck, I need my potions. Look at this. Put that under master. Now we save it.